Welcome back everyone to our career mode series of NASCAR Heat 3. And in today's video we are going to my favorite of all the dirt tracks at Eldora. Now let's first take a quick look at our career mode settings, make sure we got everything set up. We know that we're definitely going to be using the legend difficulty for this particular race. We're going to be using only 50% of the race length, although when we come back here for the Dirt Series finale, it's certainly going to be 100%. Can't wait for that one. But for right now, we'll keep it at 50% for this particular race. Flags, we're going to use the strict yellow, and who knows if we'll actually get a yellow or not. I'm fine with not getting one as long as we don't have any major incidents. But hopefully, if we get a major incident, then we'll actually get a yellow to keep from making up a lot of easy spots. So we're going to use a single race stage. No reason to get into stage racing just yet. And other than that, I think everything is good. Let's go ahead and click on next race, and we'll need to prepare for this one. All right, so adjust the work plan. Let's see, before we do that, don't we have a little bit of money? Yes, $11,000. Let's see, where do we need to spend that? We're at 85 across the board. What would it cost us to get to 90? Is only $3,000, so that's really good. $9,000, yikes, that'll get us all the way to 95. And then that very last one is what's going to be the most expensive. Okay, so we can get all the way up to 95 pretty easily. Now, granted, we're going to have to hire another employee and train them, but that's not bad. Let's go ahead and do that. So what we're doing is we're creeping up on this. We're building up our car so that by the time we get to the finale at Eldora, we should have a good car. And we may or may not be in the thick of things for a championship, but the most fun that we can have is to have a great race at Eldora. It's going to be 100 laps, and it'll be pretty awesome if we can get everything where we need it. So now we need to hire a new employee. And let's see, well, none of these do I really want. I mean, for $2,900, that's not bad. 10 on engine. But since we don't have that, let's go ahead and hire Marie. That way we can go ahead and train her. See how much training we can actually get done with her. Okay, we can get her all the way up to 8, so not very far from the 10 that we could have hired for. And we're coming out a little bit cheaper too. All right, excellent. That is exactly what I want. So now we can go into adjust work plan. So after Eldora will be Jefferson, and I have no desire to run Jefferson, so we'll be skipping past that one, and then we'll go to Taggart, which will be another normal chassis. Okay, so first things first, let's set up our work to happen here, and then we'll go to our short track car, and we'll let Marie start working on that one so that we can get as close as possible to that 95 on engine by the time we get there. Okay, now let's start the work plan. And so the car we're going to have for Eldora is in bay number 2 on the right, 85, 84, and 83. So not bad. It gives us enough that hopefully we'll have enough engine power and grip to keep up and hopefully get in that sweet spot of 5th to 15th where we seem to have our best racing. So now I think we've got everything taken care of, all of our options. Let's head to Eldora. All right, folks, race time at Eldora, and we have a pretty good starting spot. We'll be starting 14th, and we know that the AI are quite a bit faster in qualifying than race trim, so hopefully that'll get us right around the top 10, maybe even farther forward than that, so that would definitely put us in our sweet spot. So things are looking good here from the start. Our setup should be pretty stable for us. That's the main thing whenever we're doing these career mode races, just have something stable. We don't need to worry too much about the speed of it. All right, so we'll give it a couple laps here. Try to sort some things out, see how the car is going to handle, see what kind of speed we're going to have. All right, so we're up to 11th. Great job by the spotter there. He was telling top lane is free. And we literally were door to door with that car. So good thing I didn't listen to him. So we got a 50-lap race. So we got plenty of laps to make some things happen. And right now it looks like we are slotted in exactly where our speed would have us. So not bad, right around the top 10.
Stay low. Careful. Still there.
With any luck, we'll have some great racing, some great clean racing.
Still there.
There's always going to be contact in these cars. There's no way to keep from it with the AI. But our hope is that we just don't have anybody body slamming us going into the corners or anything like that, and we'll be fine. All right, so we seem to be pulling ahead of 10th and 11th place. So firmly inside the top 10 right now.
Good job.
All right, went a little higher that corner because I saw a guy come charging up
Car there's on your inside.
to our inside, and I wanted to make sure that we gave him enough room and he didn't wreck us.
Inside.
All right, there we go. We passed them. Now they come right back at us. And this is the type of racing I was hoping for. So now our job is pretty easy. We've got to try to chase these guys back down and get those positions back. Now, at some point, we already know that the leader is going to be coming by to lap us at some point during this 50-lap race. Probably won't be until we get to lap 30 at least, I would imagine. But that's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us wanting to improve our car so that we can get better motor, more grip, that kind of thing, so that we can ultimately compete for some top fives and victories here at this track, which will come back for the finale. But we need to earn some money first before we can do that. Right now we got a nice little pocket where we're not really catching these guys in front of us. They slipped up for a few laps. We got by them, but now they've come back with a vengeance. And I really don't have anything for them. Now that's all going to change once we get into traffic, because the AI are notorious for not doing well in traffic.
Wow, that's fast.
Yeah, we are running laps well off of what the leader is probably running at this point. So I definitely think we're going to get lapped. It's just a matter of when.
Car there's on your inside.
Car on our inside. Is this the leader? No, it is not. We lost another position. So comers and goers during the race, and unfortunately, we're one of the goers. Look at the traffic ahead of us. It looks like every car in the field is right here in front of us. And they are having some ferocious battles. Thankfully, nobody has wrecked yet. But yeah, this has got to be almost all of the cars in the entire field. Alright, so here we go. So 24th place. So now we're into lap traffic.
Car on the outside now, outside. On, now you're clear.
Alright, let's see if we can make up some ground now that we've caught this huge pack you're going to run longer events in really any of the series, but in particular the dirt series right now, then you're going to get into a lot of lap traffic. If you stick with the shorter term events where you're only running, 15, 20 laps or so, then it's not as big of a deal. All right, we're all the way up to 5th now. We know we don't have the speed for that. So I'm sure if these guys can ever get clear, here they come next.
Clear low, clear low. Hold your line. You got one inside. Hold your line.
Ouch.
Inside, inside.
All right, it would be nice if they would give me a little bit of way. All right, so back to 8th. The biggest thing for us is that we just want to keep in touch with these guys and have a chance.
Draw clear up top.
That's the kind of thing you have to do whenever you don't have the car to compete. Try to use some strategy and circumstances to get your way up there. All right, so just past halfway in our 50-lap race, and I would have to say everything is going great so far. The only contact we've had with the AI has been more or less incidental contact. We did get into the wall a little bit. We got
one down low now. Got one down low. Inside.
had some contact with the AI, but that was really no big deal. Car's handling just fine. It's nice and stable so that we can hopefully hold our own with the AI while also not having to worry about being out of control around these guys. Unfortunately, we just don't have the speed right now to really run down the leaders if we're running high. Our best bet right now is to keep it on the bottom until we have some more horsepower. So far, so good. 14 laps to go. We're still inside the top 10, and I really don't see anybody in our mirror right now. Last 10, and we have got a nice line of cars immediately in front of us. A few lap cars, I'm sure, in there, but also recognize a few of these cars for position as well.
You're clear. You're clear. Car high. Careful now. Easy.
Oh, got too loose there. Couldn't hold the speed. So our best hope of getting a better finish is to have some of these guys get hung up by lap cars again, like they did a little bit earlier in the race. Because we're getting down to the last few laps, and it's to a point where if we were able to get by them at this point, they wouldn't have very long to return the favor. Too loose again. So they're getting by these this lap traffic pretty good.
A couple more turns. Two more.
Not really giving us any opportunities to make up time on them.
Hang tight there, driver. Hold this line here. All clear. Last lap. This time up.
All right, not bad.
Awesome.
So 8th position. We will certainly take that. That is right in our sweet spot. And so we ended up a lap down. I have no idea when the leader came by, so I don't even know who the leader was in the race. But apparently at some point, let's see who the leader was, 77. No, don't remember him. Too much going on, don't remember when he came by. But not bad, 11,300. That'll certainly help us with some upgrades in addition to our regular team payout and merch payout. So we sold a t-shirt once again for our $10. Fortunately, by the time we get to the Cup Series, the merch payout will be much greater than the $10 we're getting right now. So right now we're sitting 11th in the point standings. Okay, not bad. Not the end of the world for sure. So 14.8 for Todd Leger, and I have no idea what we were running. Probably 15 6s to 8, somewhere in that range would be my guess. All right, so let's head back to the main screen. Let's see, how much money do we get overall? 12,286. Picked up 17 more fans. So when we come back next time, it'll be time to, oh look, and we got a contract payout too. So a little bit of extra money. And let's see, what do we get from the Twitter feed? Okay, keep up the good work. Nice driving. All right, we like that. And clean race. All right, so even with some of the contact that we had, nobody was overly excited about our driving. And now we head over to week 18, and it looks like it's time for another hot seat offer in the trucks. But that'll do it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And stay tuned as we will continue our career mode series of NASCAR Heat 3.